Last week, I agreed to participate in a sleep study at the university's aging, windowless neurology lab. The promise of cash and a free health checkup sounded like a win, but when I woke up after my first night, there was a thin, crescent-shaped scar on my collarbone, one I know wasn't there before. The attending researcher brushed it off as an allergic reaction to their sensors, but something in his eyes made me uneasy, like he was watching for my reaction rather than my well-being. Still, I returned, because the money was good and my dreams had been blank, like deep, endless blackness. By the third night, I started noticing the other participants at breakfast. Their faces were pale and drawn, and one guy, Mark, kept rubbing his wrists like they ached. "Does anyone else have new scars?" I whispered. Mark's eyes widened, but he only shook his head, glancing nervously toward the cameras. The staff hovered nearby, too attentive, jotting notes every time someone mentioned pain, memory gaps, or the strange taste in the water. I thought about leaving, but the idea of quitting midway, of not knowing what was happening, gnawed at me worse than fear. Tonight, I pretended to take the sedative and waited for the staff to leave. When the lights dimmed, I slipped silently from my bed and crept toward the observation window. Through the glass, I saw my body, lying perfectly still, except it wasn't me. My limbs twitched and jerked, then sat upright with mechanical precision, eyes snapping open, black and empty. The researchers were guiding my body, attaching electrodes and whispering in low, urgent voices, as if my sleeping self was their instrument, not their subject. Before I could move, a cold hand clamped over my mouth. "You weren't supposed to see this," a voice hissed in my ear. As I struggled, I saw my own body, my face, my eyes, turn and grin at me from the other side of the glass. The last thing I remember before darkness closed in was the researcher's voice, "Don't worry. You won't remember a thing in the morning. Nobody ever does."